Hey guys, Agent Ben 94 here, and we are back in Minecraft on the 360 version here with KillerRampage46.
Potato.
Of course, you would say potato at the very beginning of the freaking video. So
That's
yeah,
why I
but
said, oh wait, I wanted a potato in my hand.
okay, so pretty much the only thing that has changed since I recorded last is our horses disappeared, but I know the reason why they disappeared. Um, I found this out in another world. You actually have to have a name tag and name said horse or mule for it, or donkey, for it to stay spawned in. So yeah, as long as you have it named, you will be able to keep it. I don't know why I was running over here, actually. Lols. I need to go get an axe so I can chop some trees down and, yeah, but okay, I decided to make this video, yet I don't know what to do right now. Lols. Um, got a lot of iron off of camera. Um,
Find you.
okay, get an axe so I can get a little bit more wood. Lols. Gotta get that wood. What the heck?
You picked my potato up.
Not my... Here's your frickin' potato, you potato head. And not Mr. Potato Head.
Does it have a compartment in the back?
I do have a little compartment on my back, but I'm not Mr. Potato Head.
You're Mr. Guy who gets shot by Ewoks and Wookiees.
yeah, Ewoks. Well, they're not Wookiees. They're the only thing that no, it's not a Wookiee. The skeleton archers are Ewoks. I remember because I was looking at my video the other day, and I remember that.
I know, but Chewbacca. You can't forget about Chewbacca.
Yeah. Okay.
With
So
Chewbacca there
where
in the
was it
distance,
at?
mashing you together.
Oh boy, there's a hole. Yeah. But where was it at? Let's see.
You know, I wonder what goes through the mind of Chewbacca. Like, I wonder if he ever thinks to himself that he's pretty much the last of his kind.
It probably goes through his head every
He's
once in a
probably
while.
all like, huh. I wonder even if he had any children. They don't even give you a background. They're just like, yeah, I'm the last Wookiee, you know?
Well, he's not the last one. I mean, because if you look at Star Wars #3, Revenge of the Sith,
there was a couple more, yeah.
Yeah, there were a couple more.
Very endangered, very limited. Like, I mean, I wonder if he had family and, like, they were just killed.
They probably were killed, which is the sad thing about Star Wars is, you know, stuff like that. But, you know.
Yeah. You know, one thing that didn't make sense to me, though, in the Star Wars, I mean, it's an amazing movie, but, I mean, I didn't get the part on exactly when they were killing off all the Jedi. Like, how, you know, because, I mean, do you know how many times the Jedis have feelings that something bad is gonna happen? Like, how come in that one scene where they're just, you know, the clone troopers, they're killing off the Jedis, they don't get that sense. They're just all like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, Yoda is sensing all his friends and whatnot dying, but he doesn't, and then so he was able to survive. But
well, that's Yoda. I mean, like.
Yeah, it's Yoda. You can't really kill off Yoda because I mean, come on, he was also in #4, #5, and #6. So I mean, he's kind of one of those characters that you have to keep alive.
You know, like, may not.
Yoda, you may not kill exactly, but it's just, yeah, it's one of those things. I don't exactly know.
I mean, like, I never understood.
I mean, they were always able to foresee the future though at certain times. You know,
oh
so
yeah, I know. How could, like, you know, I mean, honestly, and not only that, but whenever they would walk into any room, if there was, like, some bad sense of evil or something bad's going to happen, like, they could sense it. How come they never could, you know, they never sensed when they were gonna die? They were just all like, oh yeah, you know, we're just gonna go ahead and, like, just get shot up by a bunch of clone troopers.
Yeah, I know. That never really made sense to me. Like, how come these Jedis have awesome bending abilities. Well, not kind of bending abilities. They were using
Oh
the
yeah,
Force,
and
but I
I
mean,
mean,
it's just they never seem to understand that like I mean, it was kind of one of those like strange things where it's kind of like you get visions of certain things, but you don't really know what it means. So it's just kind of
oh
like,
yeah, no.
well, dang, kind of
But I
getting
mean,
shot
they
in the
were
foot
always
here.
able to sense if something is bad. So I mean, even if they can't sense, like I mean, remember there was like a couple scenes where they would sense something is bad, and they would be on their sharpest. They would trust no one except for
Yeah.
that scene. I mean, I don't mind, like the Jedi apprentices dying. That was kind of like already seen. It was actually really sad because they're all like, "Anakin, did you come to save us?" And he just chops off the kid's head.
He
That was pretty
pretty he
sad, but
he pretty much set off with their heads, legitimately.
yeah, pretty much. He just felt like, "Oh, I'm not here
And
to
if
help
no one
you."
gets the reference, I'm sorry, but you had a sad childhood. Alice in Wonderland there. If you didn't get it at first, that was an Alice
No,
in
I
Wonderland
got it.
reference. No, I'm talking about the people who are watching. Like, I know it's in the future, but people who are watching.
Eventually, one day, I can foresee the future
Yeah.
already right now, and I see it as one day we'll be doing dual vision, and
Well,
we
we'll
will
be
have
doing our own vid.
5,000
We'll be doing our.
subscribers.
Yeah, I get 5,000 subscribers. That will be fun. I don't see that happening for a long time, but hey, you never know.
And that is when I will start. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna be starting my. Like right now, I took in like after much debate, I decided that instead of getting a capture card first, because I mean the Xbox One's gonna allow me to record for 15 minutes.
Yeah, but you have to go
And
through your settings though for that.
yeah, I know, but I really don't mind. I'll just like record and post onto YouTube. So I decided though, instead of paying for a capture card, that I would basically get a GoPro and do what I wanted to do, and that is record airsofting videos, because I figured that there's a lot of people that want to go into mil sims for airsofting, but they have no clue what they want to get, what they need to get,
Yeah.
and most importantly, what they need to do. A lot of videos just talk a bunch of nonsense and tell you the most expensive things to buy, and then
Yeah, like level
most
cap.
often time. Oh yeah,
I don't really
I
mean to
mean,
throw him under the bus here, but I mean he's pretty much one of those people that is getting paid to tell you what to buy, and it's
oh yeah, no,
it's
and it kind of
no
like I
offense to
feel
him,
bad
but
for people.
no offense to him. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's a cool guy and stuff in RL, but I
He
mean the
is,
thing
he is.
is it's just the fact that he's becoming, to me, it seems like he's becoming
Obsessed with
more
the
of a sellout in a sense. Still, no
He's
disrespect
like,
to him, but it's just it seems like he's becoming a sellout, and I don't really care for that.
I mean, like, honestly, or like right now,
I mean, don't get me wrong, I
he-
still watch his videos, but still, I'm kind of
yeah, like,
declining on watching his videos. I'm
I mean,
preferring to watch Matimio than I am Level Cap.
yeah. And honestly, like, I feel bad for people who believe level cap. Oh yeah, it's a good plate carrier. I searched up how much his plate carrier was, and it's very expensive. And I found a better one that's like $20-30 less, and that's a big difference. I mean,
Yeah,
you may not
especially
think
because
of
see,
it.
here's the thing, Level Cap. I mean, yeah, he's getting some guns for free, but I mean, how much is he making
All of
from
them,
YouTube
actually.
though? I mean,
Most of them.
well, see, here's
Most
the
of
thing
them.
though. How much is he making from YouTube? So he's able to do all this stuff. He's able to buy pretty much what he wants at this point. I mean, not everything that he wants to buy because he's not that famous
He
and
gets
you left game.
he gets invited to E3 for free. Right now he just gets sent a lot of free things. Some of them he doesn't really apply for, but I'd really appreciate it. I mean, if he ever watches this video, I'd appreciate it that if he just like maybe.
Well, whoops. I did the wrong thing on that one, guys. LOL. Um,
That was weird.
yeah, I accidentally, like, I went to invite you to game, and I hit X, not realizing that it had said join party, so it immediately threw me into your party. So Um,
Are we still
yeah,
recording?
yeah, I'm still recording. That will stay in. That will stay in.
Alright, well, meanwhile, while I reset my whole entire Minecraft, because now it was horrible lag, I mean, I'm still an idea of what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give viewers a better idea of what they actually need, because, I mean,
Yeah,
$20-$30 may not seem like a big difference, but
yeah,
when
for
you're
YouTuber,
adding...
for like YouTubers like Level Cap, for instance, he's getting a good amount of money from YouTubing. So he's like, for anything that
He
he
doesn't
does
mind.
actually buy, he gets a good amount of money for recording. So he doesn't really have to worry all that much about the
Right.
price tag. And a lot of
And
people that don't record on a daily basis, like me, or we don't have that big of a fan base. We're not able to buy these expensive things that he's saying to buy.
oh
So
yeah,
it's just
no, that's true.
it's
And
kind
I
of a
mean,
pain.
one thing that you guys will learn from the video that I'll be making eventually is that even if it's like a $20-$30 difference, when you add up everything, because you have to consider you're buying an airsoft gun, you're buying your vest, you're buying your extra magazines, it all adds up. So that $20-$30 that you save on your vest,
Yeah.
that could be very useful to put into like some magazines instead.
I wouldn't really go to magazines.
Well,
I mean,
not
though.
like
Then again, I am one of those people that hardly
if you
reads. But
wanna
I mean,
say.
the thing is this just
Not those magazines.
yeah.
Not those magazines, Ben. I'm talking about like
Oh
gun
yeah,
magazines.
yeah. I mean, well, there's reading involved in that though too. Uh,
Barely.
to counter argue.
I mean, the only reading is the reading of the brand. That's about it. But I mean, yeah, $20-$30 will
And the
save you.
stats of the gun.
It can go pretty far. Oh yeah, and then like, what if you're I mean, like, you're gonna need a sling for your gun. You may not think of it, but you're gonna need a sling for your gun, because if you do milsims, a lot of people over there are cool and they'll let you climb up ladders, which may be a step up for people because they've pretty much been doing pickup games their whole life, so that's why.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. The funny thing is like going from like because you're talking about people let you go and actually climb up ladders like enemies. They let you climb ladders, right? They won't just shoot you in the back.
Oh, well, you see, with an airsoft gun, if you get shot while you're on the ladder, some places have it as a courtesy that they won't, that they, actually, I believe most places they have it as a courtesy that, you can't shoot the player while they're climbing on the ladder. Some places do allow it, but they don't allow you to spray the person. They allow you to only shoot them once, and that's it. But most places, yeah, they'll just, tell you as a courtesy you have to wait for them to, like, climb up and down the ladder, and then you can start shooting them.
Yeah, and see, here's the thing, like, in, like, Battlefield, I know these are, comparing, like, apples to pears, or whatever the saying is, comparing one thing to the other.
Apple to Galaxy.
Lols. Or Star Wars to Star Trek.
Oh, yeah, no. Star Wars wins.
Well, no, like, it's not like I'm saying you can compare. Okay, apples to oranges. That's what it is. Apples to oranges. That's the saying. There we go. But it's just in Battlefield. If you're climbing a ladder, you need to have a friend pretty much watch your six. Otherwise, you're gonna get freaking shot in the back. And you're gonna get killed while climbing a ladder. So that's kind of nice that there are places that will be like, hey, just don't shoot them when they're climbing. That's just as a courtesy. So that's pretty nice of them to do.
And then not only that, but like usually when you're in milsims, it's extremely realistic. All the strategies you do is basically what the military does. Like you guys have squads and everything like that. So
yeah,
a lot of people will like it. Yeah, oh yeah, no. If I ever visit you while there's a milsim event in Washington, instead of taking you to a normal pickup game, I'm taking you to that milsim.
Yeah, and the funny thing is like the nearest, because I actually looked this up on Google. I think you and I were in party at the same time, but we looked at like airsofting areas in the state of Washington, and like I think the closest one was like in Seattle.